What is up, everyone? My name is Jack Southall, back again with another video. Today, I'm here with my WrestleMania 34 predictions. We are, I'd say, 11 hours away from WrestleMania officially kicking off. And joining me for these predictions, coming at you live, my fellow Bullshit Club member, TheFive8th, the current king of the Mysterio division and the current holder of the predictions title, which I plan on taking at WrestleMania.
It's not going to happen.
No, it will. You just wait.
No.
We'll have to see. For those wondering why Billy isn't here, he just recently got done moving, so yeah, he's probably not going to show up for this video. Although there's always a chance that he could pop in out of nowhere like an RKO. So yeah, just whatever happens, happens. And yeah, so Campbell's having something to eat. He just got back off work, so he's a bit hungry, and I'm hungry. Getting to the predictions of this show, which yeah. So going into this card, how do you think WrestleMania will go quality wise? Like,
I reckon it's going to be a predictable show, but I reckon it's still going to be good nonetheless.
Yeah, all I want from this show is just as long as the show is good, that's all that matters. Because I did a review of NXT Takeover, and yeah, it was really amazing, man, on Daniel Geis's channel, and I just had an awesome time watching that show. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen my review on Daniel Geis's channel of NXT Takeover, go check it out. It was a great review. Had a lot of fun being on his channel. But we're here to talk about the big one, the show of shows, which is WrestleMania 34. And yeah, we might as well just get into these predictions. So we'll talk about the pre-show.
Oh, everyone's favorite.
Yeah, the most integral part of a WrestleMania. So we open. So I believe the match that I care least about is the women's battle royal, which yeah, it's the women's battle royal. Just an excuse to get all the women on the card in some way. Thankfully, it's not called the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal.
Oh yeah.
Which
what was going to happen, but
yeah, but the internet kind of decided, well, you know, Moolah's a bit of a shit cunt, so we better not put her in the.
Not gonna do that.
No, and because I think someone told that to Snickers, which is the sponsor for WrestleMania, and they pretty much told WWE, nah, we're not sponsoring your event if you have this bitch on your show. So they basically said, nah, all right, we'll take her off the show. So who do I think will win? I think it's going to come down to either Sasha or Bayley, like, because they've been building up the tension between those two, and it's basically finally exploded. Coming to a head. So but it's going to be either Sasha or Bayley for me. But if I have to pick one,
I think
it's going to be Sasha.
Yeah, I think the exact same thing. So I thought, well, they've kind of given up with Bayley, I reckon, in the last maybe 6 months or so, maybe even longer than that, which is really, really sad because she was really good down in NXT, and this is an example of the NXT call-ups getting screwed over.
Yeah, that's it. Just like Bayley had so much momentum going on the main roster, and now she's just like fallen so much, which is just such a shame considering she is a great talent, but like she doesn't really have anything going for her anymore, which is such a shame.
I feel like a move to SmackDown or a heel turn would help.
I'm not sure, because I don't think the Bayley character would suit a heel role for me personally, but I do like the idea of her maybe going to SmackDown and seeing what they can do with her and giving her another chance there, because I know the Superstar shakeup is not that far away. So I think it's coming in the next few weeks or so. I mean, it was around this time last year, so I'm pretty sure they'll do
I'm
it
assuming
in the next.
it's going to be before or during Backlash or something. I don't know. Since it's going to
It'd
be
probably be before the Saudi Arabia show, at least. So
before the Greatest Royal Rumble thing.
Yeah. So my prediction for the Women's Battle Royal will be Sasha Banks. So then we get. Yeah, so then we get to the Men's Battle Royal, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Who the fuck's in this thing? Let me have a look. We got the Revival, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Ty Dillinger, Woken, Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, the Fashion Files, Goldust, Heath Slater and Rhino, Zack Ryder, Primo Cologne, no Epico, Rip Epico, Kane, Kurt Hawkins, Benjamin and Gable, Aiden English, Elias, Gallows and Anderson, R-Truth, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, the Mr. Raj, basically, Titus Worldwide, Sin Cara, and Mike Kanellis.
I kind of forgot he was on SmackDown.
Mike Kanellis is coming back. Well, yeah, nice to see that Mike Kanellis is coming back, I guess. But yeah, honestly, I could not give two fucks about this match at all. Like,
you know what? Do anything for anybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna say give it to Elias. Either Elias or Woken Matt Hardy. Just if it's one of those two guys win, I'm happy. But I'm gonna make my main pick Elias because we all know what WWE stands for.
Walk with Elias. No, I was gonna say Elias, but then I thought, then I noticed that Drew McIntyre wasn't on the takeover card at all.
Well, he's been injured for a while.
Yeah. But he's got to be close. He's got to be close to coming back soon. I reckon, and they were thinking about putting him on the main roster, so that's why I've gone with McIntyre to win the Battle Royal.
Okay, just as a little surprise entrance to see.
Because they did it with they did it with Corbin in
because he was brought
2016
in,
or whatever, or 2015, whatever it was.
Yeah, they usually bring in an NXT guy to be put in one of those battle royals. Like I remember in 2015 they put in Hideo Itami.
And then last year they did Killian Dane? Or was that the year before?
So they always usually put one NXT guy in there. So there's definitely a possibility of an NXT guy being in this match. But if I have to predict anyone to win this, it is Elias. However, I remember last year I predicted that Braun Strowman would win the Battle Royal and they gave it to fucking Mojo Rawley.
And that turned out so well, didn't it?
He's done wonders for his career ever since turning on Zack Ryder. Where's he gone? Nowhere.
And don't let that distract you from the fact that the runner-up of that match, Jinder Mahal, was the WWE champion.
Yeah, just Jesus Christ. But the one match on the pre-show that I'm actually excited for is the Cruiserweight Championship finals, the finals of the Cruiserweight title tournament. It is Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander. I'm actually really looking forward to this match. I think ever since Triple H has taken over 205 Live, it's been such a good show.
It's just gone from here to here, I reckon.
To me, it's been 205 Live is finally being the show it should have been since the beginning, in my opinion. I think Triple H knows what people want out of the Cruiserweight division. They want fast-paced, high-octane action with these guys, and that's what they're delivering on 205 Live. So I think this match is going to be great. Yeah. I don't want these two guys to half-ass it because they're on the pre-show. I want them to prove to everyone that, we might be on the pre-show, but we're still going to put on one of the best matches of the night, regardless.
Pre-show stopper.
The pre-show stopper. Indeed. So my prediction for this, I'm kind of conflicted. You know what? I'm going to give it to Cedric Alexander on this one. So, yeah, that's going to be my pick for that. Although I'm not going to be mad at either one who wins because all I want is just a good match out of these two, which I definitely think these two can deliver. So, yeah, I want Cedric Alexander to win because he's been working so hard. He's been one of the hardest working guys on the Cruiserweight division for the longest time. He's been one of the...
Buddy Murphy, 2 words.
Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, he's got him. So I've said Mustafa Ali just because I think it could set up like a feud between him and Murphy. Like, because Murphy's got the #1 contender, I think, after WrestleMania.
Yeah, man. Like, personally for me, if Buddy Murphy was to win the Cruiserweight Championship, I'd be really happy just as a fellow Australian, just to see an Aussie boy finally take the title. That'd be really cool. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really damn good match, and I'm just going to pick Cedric Alexander for this one. So we're going to talk about the main card now, and I figured we'd talk about the two tag team title matches. We'll start off with the Raw tag team title match. It is Cesaro and Sheamus, The Bar, versus Braun Strowman and a partner of his choosing. Now, Braun doesn't really want a tag team partner because he could easily kill these guys by himself. But because Kurt Angle has said to him, look, Braun, you need a tag team partner for WrestleMania. And although I think it'd be kind of funny if Braun Strowman did win the tag titles all by himself, because he's basically...
It would be the most Braun Strowman thing to happen. Oh, it would be great. Sure.
If the most Braun Strowman thing that could happen in this match, if he would like flipped over the ring and squashed both of them to become the Raw tag team title. That'd be the most Braun Strowman thing. But I feel like if he's going to pick a partner, I think it'll be Samoa Joe. A lot of people, that if they were to win, like it'd be like, how the fuck is anyone going to beat this team of Braun Strowman and Samoa Joe? But then we think about it, if a team gets brought up from NXT to potentially defeat the team of Braun Strowman and Samoa Joe, that is if Samoa Joe. Yeah, I was just about to say that, the Authors of Pain. And I feel like if those two can have a feud, how awesome would those matches be between the Authors of Pain and Strowman and Joe? I think it could be one of the best big men like feuds in a while. Like, just two teams who are just, both of them are just huge guys, and just seeing them collide would just be really awesome to see. So my prediction for Braun Strowman's partner is Samoa Joe, and I believe they're going to win the Raw tag team titles because Cesaro and Sheamus have basically been the tag team division for the last year or so. And
it'd be nice to have someone fresh, like a fresh team.
Yeah. So that's why I'm really, really excited to see who Braun Strowman is going to team up with. There's rumors about, I heard like him and Elias, but then again, I'm like, they were just in a feud. Why would they?
And then Del Rio just got let go today, apparently, and people are saying, "Oh, maybe he'll come back." And just like, no,
please don't. Why would that make any sense?
Exactly.
Like, you don't really think of partner Braun Strowman and think, oh yeah, fucking Alberto Del Rio. Like, no, he was let go for a reason because he no-showed the Impact versus Lucha Underground show. You topped that off with just him being a shit cunt in general, the way he handled that relationship with Paige and all that stuff. Like, Del Rio needs to get his shit together.
I never really saw the appeal behind Del Rio, to be honest.
Me neither. He just seemed like someone who was just... But he's like... The amount of accomplishments he's had, like, WWE is kind of like, well, shit, we've got to give him something to do. But, like, yeah, it's not going to be Alberto Del Rio. And I don't want it to be Alberto Del Rio. So,
but my prediction is Braun Strowman and his partner. I don't know who his partner's going to be, so I didn't put a prediction down for that.
Yeah. So my prediction for his partner will be Samoa Joe, and I think they're going to win the tag team championships. And so the other tag team title match is a triple threat match for the SmackDown tag team titles. The Usos defending against the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers.
Shout out to the Bludgeon Brothers for helping me get this.
Were they the team that got you the belt?
Yeah, because they interfered in the chamber.
They did too. So I thought for a while, Bludgeon Brothers would win this easily, but then again, I think Usos might retain. This is going to be, because I know WWE like to go for a swerve win just for the sake of a swerve win at WrestleMania. I've noticed that in the last few years that they give away just random ass like wins. And I think the Usos are going to be that random ass win because everyone's saying, oh, Bludgeon Brothers are going to win because they've been built up as this, with Harper and Rowan being repackaged as this dominant tag team. You'd think, oh, they're going to win the titles easily. But I think this is going to be one of those moments where WWE goes, nah, fuck you, Usos retain, which I wouldn't have a problem with because the Usos are easily the best tag team in the WWE right now, as they've just proven themselves time and time again.
They can just put on great matches.
And I'm so happy that the Usos are finally getting a shot on the main card of WrestleMania instead of being on the pre-show, because if there's any team out there that deserves to be on the main show, it's them. It's a fucking crime.
Never got a...
Yeah, it's a crime. It's taken them this long to get on the main card of WrestleMania. But hey, better late than never, I'd say. So yeah, my prediction is the Usos. Who have you got?
I went with the Norms and I said the Bludgeon Brothers, but
yeah, there's always that chance though. Hell, maybe fucking New Day could win it.
But I wouldn't be mad if the teams won because I know it's going to be a great match. Just like how it's been built up.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, that's the main thing. So we'll move on to the two mid-card championship matches. First one on Raw for the Intercontinental title, a triple threat match. The Miz defending against Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. I think this match is going to be really good. I expect this to be a show stealer.
Their match, the match between Rollins and Balor on Raw just this week gone, that was actually a really good match.
Yeah, and I remember, I think they had a match last year on Raw. It was for the #1 contendership for the Intercontinental title, and it was those three guys, and they had a great match on Raw. So imagine what they could do on a WrestleMania scale. Like, it could be really great. I hope Finn Balor comes out as the Demon for this match because but that entrance will be off the chain, in my opinion, and all that. And I think I'm going to go for a weird prediction here. I'm going to say The Miz is going to retain.
No, I said the same thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be like some sort of, I don't know, BS win or something. Like maybe Rollins hits a curb stomp or...
Because most of my... Yeah, because most of my... Yeah. Oh, sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Jesus Christ, mate.
Fucking hell.
I was thinking maybe like Rollins will hit a curb stomp or Balor will do a coup de grace and then Miz will just come from out of nowhere, throw whoever's done the finisher out of the ring and cover him for the win.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Although I can definitely see Rollins and Balor, one of them winning the IC title. Like I wouldn't be out of my seat in shock because I could definitely see them winning the IC title. I'd be super happy if Finn wins because he deserves a championship after never even getting a proper Universal title rematch at all.
He's not over enough.
Yeah, according to Vince, he's not over enough. And Seth, I think he can look really good as Intercontinental champion. I think he could be a great IC champion. But I feel like a lot of my predictions have people changing the titles over. So I'm thinking like there has to be a few matches where the champion retains at least. Yeah. I highly doubt that everyone's going to lose their championships to someone else. So there's got to be at least a few people retaining, and I think The Miz is going to be one of them. So yeah,
just before we move on, like I wanted to pitch in like an idea for something for the next opponent for The Miz. Like you could say that like he's on the next Raw or something, that he's beaten literally everyone that Raw's had to offer, and that's when Neville can make his return.
Oh yeah, that actually would be cool as shit because I feel
it's
like
Raw after Mania.
Yeah, I don't think Neville should really be in the Cruiserweight division. Like I wouldn't be mad if he does, but then again, I think the Cruiserweight division is it's doing fine now. Like I think that Neville has outgrown the Cruiserweight division, and I think him putting in the feud with The Miz, because before he left, he was actually a babyface.
Yeah.
With Enzo.
And it would be a good story, like, you know, like you could say, oh, he hasn't been seen since he lost his championship, and, you know, be careful about, like, not mentioning Enzo just because of all the shit that's happened with him.
Rape allegations, which have been revealed. All the allegations have been dropped with Enzo Amore. I saw that on Facebook. So, yeah, the allegations have been dropped about Enzo, but I highly doubt that they're going to
don't think
re-sign
they're
him
going to
because
bring him back just
not
because of
only
his locker room presence.
does the locker room hate him, he just basically kept it a secret from the company until they found out themselves.
Yeah, that's not a good look on him.
No, so as for the IC title match, yeah, I think the Miz is going to retain. And
So do I.
yeah, so then we have a fatal four-way match for the United States title. Randy Orton. It's so weird seeing Randy Orton as US champion, but he's defending against Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and Rusev. There is only one person that I want to see win this match, and it's Rusev. Like, no disrespect to Bobby Roode at all. Like, if he wins, I'm cool with it. If Jinder Mahal wins, I'm gonna flip my table. But yeah, like Rusev, it makes too much sense for Rusev to win the US title. He's so over, man. Like it'd be a real shame if Rusev does not win the US title. WWE would have to have listened to the fans and just how over he is with the whole Rusev Day thing. Like it's kind of taken over with the WWE fans. Just like it'd be dumb of them to not give it to Rusev, but knowing WWE, I have a feeling as well that they're not going to give it to him. He probably won't win the United States title, but I'm picking this prediction because that's just what I want to see, pretty much. So yeah, Jesus, door slamming behind you.
Was that something like that? I don't know what it was.
Was that the baby or
no?
I thought I heard a baby crying in the background.
Oh wait, yeah, that was. Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Like the baby must have heard me saying Jinder Mahal is US champion. And it's like, no, I'm not dealing with that.
Flips the cot.
Flips the. Oh my god, that's a great picture, right? There we go, guys. We found our meme for this video, and it's not even a bullshit club video. So. Yeah.
Back to WrestleMania.
Yeah, back to WrestleMania.
I reckon Bobby Roode is gonna pick up the win just because, like Billy said on Skype, like I can't remember what it was, but it would be like him winning the championship at WrestleMania would mean more than him going into WrestleMania as the US champ.
Yeah,
and I want Rusev to win it, but I just don't. Like as bad as it sounds, I don't see it happening. Like I feel like Bobby Roode's going to win it.
Yeah, as much as I'm going to stick with Rusev for now, just in case. You
can't change your pick.
Yeah, I know, because I can't change my pick, and also, there's that rare moments where WWE do actually listen to the fans. Like there will be moments where WWE actually go, yeah, we better give him the title. He's over with the crowd, and I'm hoping. My fingers are crossed that it's one of those moments because, yeah, like sometimes besides all the random wins at WrestleMania where they give it to a guy that doesn't deserve to win, there'll always be that one like ending that you're actually happy to see, and I hope this is one of them for Rusev. So yeah, I'm picking Rusev to win the US title on Rusev Day. It's going to be great. So we'll talk about the two women's championship matches as well. First one for the Raw Women's title, Alexa Bliss taking on Nia Jax.
She's not like most girls.
Not at all. And this feud has been, it's been okay. Like, I'd say it's an okay build up. Alexa was basically Nia Jax's friend, even though Nia Jax has turned on her like 2 or 3 times. But, let's just ignore that. Let's just, because, friendships, you go through ups and downs with each other. You beat the crap out of them one week and then you hug it out the next week. That's just how our friendship is pretty much. Yeah, tough love. But their friendship is basically officially over at this point because Alexa is best friends with Mickie James because
why not?
Why not? Exactly. And they were getting ready for an interview, and like a camera spotted Alexa and Nia Alexa and Mickie talking.
Nia just shit talking herself. It'd be like a WWE 2K glitch.
Yeah, it probably would be like in a career mode or some shit. But yeah. And Alexa was basically saying, Nia is kind of shit, and she's fat, haha, because it's not a women's feud without making fun of a woman's weight. So, and the thing is, Mickey James is also involved with the storyline in a way. And remember,
she was part of the
Piggy James storyline.
Yeah, that one.
Way cool. Which is one of the shittiest storylines ever. Like Mickey James isn't even fat. Like
I
don't know where the fuck they got that from. It's just I hope whoever wrote that storyline got fired. Like,
me too.
Just got the pink slip.
Though.
Kevin Dunn. So yeah, he's probably his buck tooth probably just destroyed the script and they forgot about it. So yeah, who I think is gonna win? I'm gonna say Nia.
Yeah,
Nia's gonna be.
I said
Alexa.
Well. Someone's just got to.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this as well. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the quickest match on the show and like Nia beats Alexa in like a minute or something like that. Because like WWE love to throw in their quick Mania matches that just go, holy shit, that was quick.
See Eric Rowan versus The Rock.
And Daniel Bryan and Sheamus from Mania 28. So I wouldn't be shocked if this match went for like 30 seconds or something like that. Just a quick squash. But then again, like, what would that say about Alexa as a Raw Women's Champion as well? Like, you're saying she can survive a good 5 or 10 minutes with Asuka, but like lose to Nia Jax in 2 minutes. So there's always
but she's never faced Nia one-on-one.
Yeah, so maybe. Yeah, so that could be that dynamic that Alexa can't really. The reason she was so friendly to Nia was that she knows deep down inside that she can't beat Nia. So that could be another element to the storyline as well. So yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if this match ends in a quick fashion and Nia Jax wins the Raw Women's Championship, which, fine by me. I think Nia Jax definitely has earned a Raw Women's Championship. I think she's been one of the most improved women's wrestlers in the last year or so. I think she's definitely become a lot better than she was when she first debuted. So yeah, I think it's a good time for Nia to win the Raw Women's title.
Would be a good time there. Would be good for them to cash in on the momentum, I reckon.
Yeah, for sure. And then we'll talk about the SmackDown Women's Championship match, a match that I'm actually really looking forward to.
The match that I called.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Campbell did predict that this scenario would happen. Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. I think this match is going to be probably one of the best women's matches in WWE history, possibly. It could be arguably the best women's match in WrestleMania history. I think it has all the possibility to go there because Charlotte Flair has basically kind of been the face of the women's division in a way. Like, she's done a great job. Like, she's one of those type of champions where you look at her come out and you go, yeah, that's what a champion looks like. Like, anytime she wears, like, a SmackDown women's title around her waist, it feels important. She makes it feel important as a SmackDown women's champion. And Asuka at Fastlane basically challenged Charlotte Flair to a match.
Pointing at the sign.
Pointing at the light, which is the sign. It's the fucking sign, damn it.
It's real to me.
It's real to me, damn it. But yeah, I don't remember that much about the feud because the build up for this hasn't exactly been too spectacular from what I've seen. But I think it's one of those matches where just the two names alone fighting each other is going to be all the build you really need because Charlotte Flair and Asuka are basically the two most dominant women in the women's division. And so I'm pretty sure I have to go Asuka on this one to win.
Yeah, I would too. There's just no point in like throwing the streak away for Charlotte. I'm not gonna
lie. I'm gonna be pretty pissed if Charlotte's the one that ends the streak. Well, I wouldn't be pissed, but like I'd be disappointed more than anything. Like if Charlotte does end Asuka's streak. I wouldn't mind Ronda Rousey ending it, to be honest, but not for a while. To be honest, the only woman I can really see ending Asuka's streak is probably her. It's probably Ronda. She's the most legitimate person to actually end Asuka's streak so far. So yeah, I don't think Charlotte Flair is going to be the one to do it. I think the match is going to be great. I think Charlotte Flair is going to come out in a really amazing robe like she usually does. I think Asuka is going to have a really cool entrance as well. So that's going to be really exciting to see because, yeah, like their entrances alone on like Raw and SmackDown are really cool. Imagine that in a WrestleMania setting. It's going to look really cool. And yeah, I expect this match to be really damn good. I'm actually looking forward to that. So now that we've talked about all the mid-card championships and just the other championships, we'll talk about the two non-title tag team matches. We'll talk about the one that's happening on SmackDown. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Shane McMahon and the returning Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
Oh, I am so hyped for this match because Daniel Bryan is back. And how appropriate that his first match back in like 2 or 3 years is the same place where he won the WWE World Heavyweight title. Like it just makes it makes a lot of sense, honestly, for that to happen. It honestly is a great story for Daniel Bryan to just announce his retirement 2 years ago, which we were all very upset about. Like no one wanted to see Daniel Bryan retire. Like he's just and so when it was announced that he was going to come back to in-ring competition, I was ecstatic. I was so happy for it. And just the speech he cut on the SmackDown on the day it was announced was just, oh, dude, it just was definitely, it went for your heartstrings. It pulled at your heartstrings. So it was like, I think as well, Daniel Bryan, I don't think he's going to be SmackDown general manager after WrestleMania because I feel like he wants to come back as a proper in-ring competitor now and not become the SmackDown general manager. So he'll probably resign willingly after this match and probably find someone new as the SmackDown general manager. So as for who I think is going to win this match, because of the stipulation of if Owen and Zayn win the match, they get rehired, it has to be Owens and Zayn.
I was thinking that like when I was doing my predictions, but then I was thinking, well, if Daniel Bryan loses his first WrestleMania match back, then they're gonna everyone's gonna shit all over it probably.
I don't think it will.
Because that's why I went with Bryan and Shane, and so it can be like an excuse for Owens and Zayn to go back to Raw as well.
Yeah, if they get because it says if you rehired to SmackDown. They never said anything about them leaving the WWE. So in the fucking Superstar shakeup, Raw could pick them up easily. So, but then again, I'm picking Owens and Zayn as well.
Raw after Mania.
Yeah, or whenever they're doing the Superstar shakeup next. So, but also as well, the reason why I'm picking Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to win is because of the stipulation. It makes it obvious that they're gonna return to SmackDown eventually, especially with like how much
going to turn on someone on the other team.
I think Shane's going to turn on Daniel. If anyone's going to turn on anyone in this match, I think Shane's going to turn on Daniel Bryan because in WWE's mind, people will think, oh, Bryan's going to turn on Shane because he's been the one showing favoritism to Owens and Zayn when they fuck up and all that. But this could be a really great swerve where Shane turns on Daniel
and then fires him on the next SmackDown or something because he lost the match.
Yeah. And, and Bryan could go over to Raw maybe, or he could just be an active in-ring competitor. And that could be the way where he stops becoming SmackDown general manager and they find someone else to replace him. So this match can go either way. It's going to be a very interesting match to watch. I think it's going to be a very good match as well, considering the people involved with this. And I reckon Shane's probably going to do some skip shit in this match, as he usually does. Like, someone's going to go through a table.
Surely.
At some point. I'm sure...
Someone's going to flip a table, maybe.
JBL, if he's on commentary for the show, will flip a table. Yeah, it's gonna be a very intriguing match to watch. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What also is going to be very intriguing is the other tag team match, non-title tag team match. It's on the Raw brand.
Holla.
It's Teddy Long's Wet
Sorry,
Dream.
I had to.
Teddy Long's Wet Dream. So it is a mixed tag team match: Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle. So this is going to be the match I think a lot of the people outside of WWE are going to be watching.
Just because Ronda Rousey.
And just to see how she goes. Like, I think it's going to go either one or two ways. Either Ronda's going to be pretty decent. I don't think she's going to be amazing off the bat at all. Like, she's not going to be an AJ Styles level talent or anything, but I think she's going to be decent.
Yeah, she's going to be either probably,
or she's going to be pretty
Eva Marie,
bad.
Dana Brooke level.
Yeah, or she's going to be a Dana Brooke, Eva Marie level, where you just watch her wrestle and you regret every life decision you've ever made, pretty much. So, I don't want that to happen to Ronda. Otherwise, that's going to be probably one of the biggest fails in the history of WWE. Like, with all the build-up that Ronda's been getting with her showing up at the Royal Rumble and pointing at the sign, and for her slamming Triple H through the announce table and all that, only for her to just shit the bed at WrestleMania. Like, it could be maybe the most embarrassing moment in the history of WWE. Like, it will be the biggest botchamania moment of all time, possibly.
Bigger botchamania than having Nathan Jones.
Oh, that was a pretty big botch of WrestleMania 19. But at least he didn't compete in a match.
Well, he got involved, but he wasn't like an official competitor.
Yeah, he's probably doing some.
He kicked one of the guys in the head, I think.
And that was it. Like, even Big Show or A-Train. Yeah, that's all he did, because he was green as turtle shit at the time, and decided, we better not put him in. And he's probably doing some B-grade horror movies now. So at least he's got a day job. So as for who I think is going to win, it has to be Angle and Ronda.
Yeah,
it has to be.
One thing I would love to see, as soon as the bell rings, Ronda just steps right up to Stephanie McMahon and knocks her out in the first 5 seconds of the match, and then that's just Stephanie done.
Or just she goes for a takedown, like MMA style, on Stephanie McMahon and just bashes the shit out of her. As someone who fucking hates Stephanie McMahon as much as I do, it'd be an amazing moment to see, because, and I have a feeling it's probably going to happen, because at every WrestleMania, that's a show where Stephanie McMahon is basically made to look like a dumbass, pretty much, because last year she got put through a table by Triple H, which is one of my favorite moments of 2017 when it came to wrestling. 2016, she got speared by Roman.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, it was the only good thing about that match. The only good thing about that main event, pretty much. WrestleMania 31 was,
Ronda Rousey again.
Enough, Ronda Rousey, which I think is why Stephanie wants to go after her for basically embarrassing her at WrestleMania 3 years ago. Like what Kurt Angle said in that not press conference, the fucking contract signing. Yeah. And basically said, they wanted to manipulate you, Ronda, because, we own the bitch now, pretty much. So,
But no, I would love to see, Stephanie McMahon get knocked out. I would love to see Ronda actually win a lot of matches that way, just by knockout in less than a minute.
She would be an absolute badass.
That would be the best way to build her up, I reckon, would be to have her win by knockout.
Yeah, it's a serious threat to the women's division as well. That'd be pretty friggin' awesome, man. And I wouldn't be shocked if Ronda does a big move on Triple H and fucks him up. I don't think Kurt is gonna lock in the ankle lock on Stephanie McMahon, or Triple H is gonna pedigree Ronda through the announce table or anything. Although, if Triple H were to do something like that, pedigree Ronda through the announce table, that'd be a crazy spot.
Because they haven't done anything like that for a while.
Yeah. You know what would be a crazy ass moment? This is how I want to see Ronda and Kurt versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon end. Okay, it's the end of the match, and Ronda has been pedigreed by Triple H through the announce table. Let's just say that happens. I highly doubt, but that just happens. So Triple H, the ref's out, and he brings out the sledgehammer, right? And so Stephanie, so Stephanie is holding Kurt's arms behind his back, and so Triple H is setting up with the sledgehammer, getting ready to hit Kurt. Kurt moves out of the way, and Triple H just hits Stephanie in the face with a sledgehammer.
God, I think this is getting like too violent now, too dark.
Well, no, but like not doing it, but like obviously have like how he has his hand over the sledgehammer,
Yeah,
and
not
he goes
like to swing it like a baseball bat.
No, he goes to do that at Kurt, but he hits Stephanie in the face with it, and he just drops the sledgehammer and just goes, "What have I done?" Pretty much. And then Kurt just like hits the angle slam on him, pins him, and wins the match. That's not going to happen. I guarantee you, that's not going to happen. I know Stephanie is going to be embarrassed at WrestleMania. Like Ronda's going to choke her out or something like that, probably. But if that was the ending to the match,
can you repeat that because he just froze for a little while.
Macca's Wi-Fi strikes again. But Ronda's probably going to choke out Stephanie and make her tap out. That's how I see this match ending. So Ronda and Kurt are going to win. If Stephanie McMahon pins Ronda Rousey, which is probably not going to happen, but if it does, get ready for the rant of a lifetime.
Oh, brother.
Brother me softly.
No, you would be brothering very, very hard.
Oh, brother. But we'll get to the final two matches, which are the world title matches. First one is the match that, in my mind, it's the true main event. In my heart, it's the true main event. AJ Styles
Brock versus Roman, hashtag not my main event.
Yeah. It's like when Donald Trump became president, just hashtag not my president.
But he kind of is, because you all elected him in.
Well, in the election campaign for like Donald Trump going into office and all that. But with AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE title, I am so stoked for this match. To me, this has all the capability. If WWE lets them do everything that we want them to do, like not have them, having to like water down their style to the WWE style, and just have both of those guys just have an absolute amazing match, like similar to the stuff they were doing in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like you don't have to have them have a complete copycat of their match at Wrestle Kingdom 10. Obviously, add a few new things into the mix and do some stuff that we haven't seen before, which I definitely feel AJ and Nakamura can definitely pull off. And I think if everything goes right, which I'm hoping it does, it could be one of the best Mania matches in years, because we've been missing a WrestleMania classic for so long. Like the last classic WrestleMania match I can remember would probably be the end of an era Hell in a Cell match for me. Like that was at WrestleMania 28 in 2012. Like we've seen some great matches, but none of them that have been really, oh my God, like I'm talking Savage Steamboat levels, or
the 30-year match.
Yeah, the 30 years of WrestleMania match, or the or something like Bret Hart and Stone Cold, or fucking Rock and Hogan, like that caliber of a match, or like Taker and Shawn, even like that caliber of a WrestleMania match to me. Yeah. And I think this could be the match where AJ and Nakamura, they can have a fantastic match, just one of the best in Mania history. And I'm going to pick Shinsuke Nakamura to win this match, the King of Strong Style, because I think he's definitely earned the right to become WWE champion. Although I can also actually see AJ retaining the championship in a way. Like it wouldn't be that out of the question to see AJ retain the WWE title. I will be shocked a little bit, because if they have a stellar match and they have just, false finishes all over the place, and they hit their finishes and they do all these big crazy moves, but they tell a great story inside the ring, I'll be a little bit shocked if Styles does retain the title. But like, I think it's Nakamura's time. It's the perfect opportunity to give him the championship. and to have him be one of your biggest stars, in my opinion. So yeah, my pick is the King of Strong Style, and my pick for match of the night will probably be this. So yeah,
Yeah, I reckon Nakamura's going to win it too.
yeah, and that's what I'm hoping. Although I won't be pissed if Styles wins, though. If he wins, then like, yeah, it's all right. It's AJ. Yeah, I'll do, mate. But you know, Nakamura to me, I'll be the most happy if he wins. And so let's get to what will probably be
Hashtag
the
not
main
my main event.
Not hashtag not my main event, but that's Vince's main event. For the Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar versus the big dog. Ooh, cock that fist.
Make it rain.
Roman fucking Reigns. God, who's gonna win this match?
Oh, I've got no clue.
Oh, I think Lesnar might have a chance. It's Roman.
There is Roman. There's no if, ands, or buts about it.
In hell, Roman is losing at WrestleMania. I will be shocked if Brock retains. I'll also be kind of mad as well because I'm like, oh yay, we're not going to see the Universal title again for another year. But like, I will say one thing: if Roman does win, obviously I'm not going to be thrilled if he does win because yay, Reigns wins. Yeah, it's Roman Reigns. Fans are going to be, lighting their pitchforks.
No, but I know what you're saying. Like, at least we're going to have like a world champion on the Raw that's actually going to turn up every week and not like once every
3 months. Because they're too busy getting blowjobs from Sable, pretty much. So,
and the annoying thing is like at WrestleMania they're going to make it out to be like this. Like 365 plus day reign with the belt that Lesnar's got going.
He's just had an amazing reign as WWE champion for the time he defended. Although he's defended it like 5 to 6 times this year in the last 12 months.
They're going to build it up and say, "Oh, what an amazing reign that Lesnar has had! 1 year as the Universal Champion." And it's like
they'll treat it like it's fucking CM Punk's WWE title reign or something that.
And then everyone else is like going to be, actually, he only defended it like 4 times last year. So
yeah, I mean, how many times did he defend it? Like he defended it against.
I've got to look this. I'm going to go to his
Okay, Wikipedia. I think I've actually got this. So it was Samoa Joe. The 4-way match.
Slam.
Braun Strowman at No Mercy.
Yeah. And then
his match with AJ. Yeah, and his match with AJ was non-title. So yeah,
so
4 times. That is pathetic.
That's actually sad.
Like, it's such a shame that AJ Styles, someone who actually feels like a proper world champion. Like, when you see AJ with that WWE title, you're like, yeah, he feels like a world champion. Like how I was saying before with Charlotte, a SmackDown Women's Champion. But with Brock, he just uses it as an accessory just to give him another paycheck. Like, you know what?
He doesn't care about the money.
Honestly.
No, he doesn't care about the business, sorry. Of course he cares about the money. He wouldn't come back.
That's the only reason he's fucking there.
He wouldn't come back unless the money is right.
Yeah.
Or unless the storyline right.
Yeah, that's what the storyline
to make him look strong.
Make Roman look strong.
Make Brock look strong.
Yeah. But like I'm actually kind of glad that they put that in the build up as well and actually gave that to Roman when he says, Brock Lesnar's not here tonight. He's no showing, even though he was never advertised to be on the shows. Like, we're just going to ignore that. But oh well, it's a good thing to put on Roman. I think this build up is a lot better than their build up at WrestleMania 31. Remember the fucking tug of war?
The tug of war at the end.
That was the dumbest ending to a Raw ever. Like it was just they were using it like it was a fucking play toy. Like that's not what the WWE title is, mate. If you want to use the WWE Championship as a fucking toy, go to bloody Kmart and pick one up for $20, mate. Like, yeah, like don't use the actual world title as that. But like, I'm happy that they didn't do it this time, and they actually are treating it like a proper feud, like a feud that actually kind of fucking matters. So, yeah, it's been a definite big improvement, like in feud wise. But then again, I wouldn't say it's as good as some of like the other feuds.
It's not good, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's a big improvement from the previous main event. But unfortunately, we're not going to see a cash in of Seth Rollins to save us. We all know it's Roman's time. The reign is coming.
Ooh,
And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if they gave Roman a year-long reign as Universal Champion. Like, I don't think they will, because they did that with Lesnar. And usually after they have long championship reigns, they usually like to pass it off to a couple of people.
A few times. Like look at like CM Punk's. Like they had to go through The Rock, and then John Cena, and then
Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, then Bryan again. Like a couple of people before they have these long title reigns, and they usually pass it off to a couple of others. So yeah, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I will say this about the match. I think the match can be good. I actually think Lesnar and Reigns, if they put in the passion and put in the effort, they could put on a great match.
Just don't.
Because their match at WrestleMania 31 was really good. I really enjoyed that main event, and that was even before Seth even cashed in, because I actually wanted Brock to win because he just re-signed with the company. So I'm like, shit, he's going to be around much more, which made people just want to cheer for Brock Lesnar. But because it looks likely that Lesnar's going to leave WWE to go back to the UFC, it's like people don't know who to cheer for in this match, because people don't want to cheer Lesnar because, he's going to fuck off with the title in UFC. But then again, you don't want to cheer for Roman Reigns because he's fucking Roman Reigns. So
yes.
So yeah, who do I think is going to win? What do you guys fucking think? It's going to be the big dog, Goldberg. He just makes a run in out of nowhere.
Bobby Lashley, I'll be son of a bitch.
Oh, dude. If that happens,
Bobby Lashley turns
the night after Raw. No, let's just make a night after Raw prediction. This is what I want to see. I want Roman Reigns to cut a promo similar to last year's Raw after Mania. He says, I'm the champ now, with the fans just telling him he's the biggest piece of shit, pretty much. He goes to utter a few words until Bobby Lashley's theme hits. And
I don't even know what Bobby Lashley's theme is, to be honest.
Like something like that. Something generic. And these are the exact words. I want Jim Ross to be on commentary for this Raw, and I want these exact words to come out of his mouth. Bobby Lashley, I'll be a son of a bitch. If he says that, then that's my Mania week sorted.
I'll mark out if he says that.
It'll be better than NXT TakeOver, all right? And that TakeOver was pretty fucking amazing. It'll be the best part of that weekend. Like, better than WrestleMania, better than Ring of Honor's show, better than anything to happen that weekend. If JR says those words, then I'm good. I'm happy as a wrestling fan. Yeah. Actually, speaking of... you know what I forgot to mention about the SmackDown Women's title match? Carmella with the briefcase. Do you think she's going to cash in at WrestleMania?
No, it's too soon after Seth's, I think.
Too soon after Seth's. Oh, for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It kind of is as well. But I don't... If she does cash in, I don't think she's going to win. Like, she's going to be like...
She won't pin Asuka, at least, I don't think. Like, she'll pin or submit Charlotte, I reckon.
Yeah, she'll pin Charlotte, but I feel like she's going to do it after Asuka wins. I highly doubt it's going to be during the match. I mean, they definitely could go in that direction, and there is a chance of it actually being a complete copycat of Seth Rollins at Mania. But they could also probably do it the SmackDown after WrestleMania and have her actually cash in on Asuka. Obviously, she's going to lose if it's against Asuka. But then again,
why would you have her hold on to the briefcase this entire time just to have her lose, though?
Yeah, that is a good point. But then again, that could kind of be the setup of a feud between Asuka and Carmella. So, because I don't think Asuka and Charlotte are going to feud after WrestleMania. I think this is going to be a one-match deal or they'll have another match at like a SummerSlam or one of the big 4 pay-per-views at least. So because they have that show at Saudi Arabia coming up soon, so they could do Asuka versus Carmella, I guess, and that could be the start of that feud.
One thing that I thought was going to happen is that she goes to Raw when in the draft or shake-up, whatever it's called, and she goes with the briefcase, and then she cashes in on whoever the Raw Women's Champion is.
Yeah,
and
but
that starts a feud.
The thing is, the contract it's for the SmackDown Women's title, though.
The bloody the Money in the Bank briefcase from 05 was a contract for the World Heavyweight Championship, but Edge cashed in on the WWE Champion.
True.
So why can't Carmella
That's
go to
a good point.
the Raw one?
Then again, that was just the world title on the Raw brand. But yeah, that's a good point as well. She could just switch brands and just cash it in on whoever the winner of the match is. But that's just one of the swerves we could see at WrestleMania. I think it's going to be a pretty streamlined type show. Like, it's not going to be. I think we will see a few shocks every now and then in one of the matches, but everyone's saying as well with the main event match between Roman and Brock is that Paul could turn against Brock Lesnar to join up with Roman Reigns. Which
I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. If Lesnar is going back to the UFC, then Paul Heyman's gonna lose a client, so why not gang one in the Universal Champion?
I've also heard as well that if Brock leaves the WWE, Paul's gonna leave with him.
No, Paul Heyman can't leave. He's too valuable, on the microphone, I reckon.
I think he's too valuable for the company, and it would be a crazy swerve to see him turn on Brock. But then again, he's done it before to Brock Lesnar. Remember Survivor Series 02?
Yeah.
Turn against the Big Show. But then again, that was fucking 15 or so years ago. So
another thing he could do is he could, if Daniel Bryan does quit as the SmackDown GM, he could go back as the SmackDown GM. Remember when he was...
Yeah, they could actually do that as well. And also, with Shane turning heel, if he does turn on Daniel Bryan in that match, he could bring in Paul Heyman, and they could be a heel, they could be a heel general managers running the show because Kurt's a babyface on Raw. So then, you've got the
heel face dynamic.
Yeah, that's it. And have that kind of back, because at the start of the brand split, when it came back in 2016, it was the heel face dynamic. Bryan and Shane were the faces on SmackDown. Although Mick was a babyface,
really a heel.
Yeah, he was a babyface on Raw. Stephanie definitely was. So we get to have that definitely come back. So yeah, I think that wraps things up for this pay-per-view. Pay-per-view predictions. I hope we get a good show. That's all I'm hoping for. I just want a good WrestleMania because I thought last year's was great. It was long, but it was a great show.
This one's going to be a long one as well.
Yeah, 7 hours, folks. So strap in. We have to wake up at if we want to watch the full show, including the pre-show, we have to wake up at 7 a.m. for that.
No, I'm not watching the pre-show. Fuck that.
I won't watch the Battle Royal, so I'll watch the Cruiserweight title match.
Maybe I'll watch the Cruiserweight title match. No promises, though.
Yeah, but the main card we're definitely going to be watching. So, this wraps it up here. Thank you guys for watching this live video. I hope you have enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below your predictions for WrestleMania tomorrow. And if you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. You'll be glad you did. I want to say hello to in the chat. We have Abed or Abed.
Oh, we do. We got a commenter. Let me look at this.
From Indonesia. What's going on, buddy? Also to Samir Khan for commenting. What's going on, dude? And oh my god, my fucking sister commented.
Oh wow.
Yeah. For those, Charlotte Ann's fucking sister. So she's a bit of a jokester. So hitting us with the classic stitch ups.
Classic stitch up featuring Charlotte and the boys.
Yeah, that's it. So Campbell, you got anything you wanna plug?
Be sure to have a look at my YouTube channel, see me defend this beautiful thing
on high
occasion,
caliber championship wrestling,
even though it's like a low budget show. And
Yeah.
I also look forward to retaining this at WrestleMania. It's going to happen. Just accept it.
It's not happening.
I'm
getting it back.
It's as predictable. It's as predictable as the main event. Accept it.
Yeah, you'll be like Paul Heyman. You know, it's not a prediction; it's a spoiler.
Spoiler alert! I'm walking away with the predictions belt.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see. And I'll be up with a WrestleMania review tomorrow, which I'll either talk positive about or lose my sanity when Roman wins, as I tend to do whenever Roman wins world titles. Apparently, I lose my sanity. So, yeah, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll see you guys later. And I'm out in 3, 2. Oh yeah, big middle finger. 2, 1.